I think the only difference between leader with team is you just have a recovering speed faster than your team. Blackpink!
How you doing?
I'm doing great. Every time I can do podcast with you is great.
It is not easy for us to come together because Miss Nhi is always so busy and I'm always traveling around. And if you know both of us, we used to run this on now she's still doing a lot about education. So Miss Nhi, so what kind of education maybe you want to share with us that you do in terms of your education programs? I know you do quite a bit.
I do about leadership, business training, and also I do about psychology. The rest I need to call help from outside with other trainer, but that
Yeah.
is the main thing that I'm practicing and doing every day. And I think that is what lead to today's topic, right? But Pauline is a good for this topic. I think you guys will learn so much today because, like I say from episode one, so someone who on the stage and really own the place and really do it well. I think is Pauline so far in my eyes as a female leader side. Not talk
Thank
about
you.
male. Yeah, I'm
Thank
talking
you.
about female. Yeah,
No, yeah, good too. It's just that the language wise, because you see me in English, so you'll think
yeah,
that I'm better than you because of the language. But when I see you doing it in Vietnamese, wow, it was really awesome. Although I don't understand, but I
yeah.
can tell from the vibe when you speak on stage. So that's
Uh,
why we are talking about leaders,
yeah,
and one of the key things that leaders need to do is actually speaking. So both of us, because we are in the education industry, one of the key things that we need to do every time would be speaking. And like you, I do train quite a number of speakers and trainers over the years, especially because I need to expand my company. It cannot be relying on just me and my business partner, which
yeah,
at the start, it was just the two of us. So two of us we were speaking and speaking and speaking a lot. So much
yeah,
so, like, I think Miss Lee is the same. We will just run from one channel to another channel because she started during the COVID time. So it's really easy for her, one channel to another channel in the
yeah.
online platform. But for
That's
me,
right.
I started off way back in 2010 where my speaking in education that time not really a lot on online, it was still the on stage. So I got a lot of practice in speaking on stage in and as much as I think like 6 to 8 times a week, and I have to fly around Singapore, Malaysia, then Taiwan, then Shanghai, and I wake up, it is really to go and speak about financial education. And that was what I was doing in the past in financial education. So I trained quite a number of speakers, and Miss Lee also had a chance of many years ago to attend one of my training sessions in one
Yeah,
of my speaking course, right? So this is where I realized that when we lead as a leader, it comes to today's topic about leading with energy, and not everyone who speaks well can lead. Yeah, because we know that, for example, I train quite a number of people who speak. And eventually, I realized that, yes, surprisingly, when they can speak well, it doesn't mean that they can lead well. Yeah. So, what is then your take? Maybe we have to break it down. Today, there's a few things in this topic. First is leading with energy. Then after that, we talk about speaking. And then we talk about leadership and speaking with leadership, things like that. So let's break it down bit by bit, okay? Maybe we will start off with this thing about leaders' energy. So, Miss Nee, what does leaders' energy, maybe you want to share with us, mean to you?
yeah.
Yes.
I think a lot assumption about you need to speak well only to can lead. But energy here is to talk about everything during yourself in work and during yourself in life too. I I saw a lot of people go to work with energy because they have to perform. But when in their private life, they are disaster, for example, and people can pick up with that energy. Or for example, they don't take care of their health, and this I am to be upfront, right? Because no wonder why the rest of them look like that, for example, because just just talk about what you eat. Do you train? Do you exercise? Do you groom yourself as the person personally first before you're going to tell the team, hey, you also have to keep your health in check because we're going to do this in long run, for example. Or energy here, the next thing that you have to take care is how was the environment at work. How do we all starting at work? Like we start with, yesterday I sleep late, I'm scrolling TikTok so much. Oh, you start with, yesterday I have even I sleep late. I have a wonderful conversation with my mom and my dad or whatsoever. The preparation of enter the workplace, all this talk, all this sharing, all this meaningful environment for people to fulfill their energy to work. So I think that's for me is mean energy in leadership. Can you demonstrate that, provide that, and also show people how to do it?
Yeah.
Because we
Right.
tend to tell people like, hey, go work with a full of energy, but we ourselves not in check. Are you
Mm,
in the full energy too? And I think the only difference between leader and I don't call people to work with me, but I say my team. Leader with team is you just have a recovering speed faster than your team. That's it. But the reality is we all human. We have a down a day that we feel low, we feel burned out, we feel, we feel enough. It's just different. I don't know how about you, Pauline, but because I see your stamina quite stable and recover fast too. But for me, if I'm too tired, it take me like just 24 hours to feel better. If I have a long event like we run, I know you recover very fast, but for me, it's still like a week to recover if intense event for like back to back many days. So I think aware of your energy level
mm,
first have to be checked on it, but then aware of it and then find the system that is work for you to recover and then it motivate the team to do the same. So we
mm,
all have a take and give kind of moment,
mm.
right? You cannot think people can have it 100% all the time. How about you?
I really find that leader needs a lot of energy, a
Yeah.
lot. And when it comes to the energy, it's not just about energy is something that people can feel. Okay, it comes from internal. So a
Yep.
lot of parts come into play. So Miss Nee just now talked about the different things. First, physical. Yes, physical is really important. And Miss Nee is saying my stamina is great. It is true. I work out a lot, and I used to be a very good runner. Okay, the guys, my office, my team members is just like Miss Nee. I used to run with team members, and many of them are guys. I'm one of the few ladies. And at the point of time when I was like near to 40, like 40 plus years old, I run with a 20 plus year old. They can't outrun me, that kind of stamina. And even when I do work out, I have a lot of strength as well. But that's because I constantly train. It is a consistent behavior, right? And the energy also comes with internal energy, which is the attitude and what we give up to the people. So whenever I step into the office or when they see me, like now, right now, if you guys didn't know, okay, maybe just to give an example, every time Miss Nee and me we start recording, okay, for like these sessions, okay, maybe sometimes you watch it at night, sometimes you watch it in the afternoon, but we always do it very early in the morning, like 6, 7 a.m. So when
Yeah.
everyone's sleeping, we have started our work, our recording, and so on. And we
Yep.
still kind of like vibrant. Like people was like, how come you don't you it seems like you don't need to sleep? Well, I do rest.
We do.
But yeah, of course we do. But I have over time know how to rest and when to rest. And of course
Mm.
I did overwork myself. Frankly speaking, when I was a leader, I tend to overwork myself. I have to admit that. Okay. I
Yeah.
push my body to a limit which I didn't even know. And sometimes it breaks down. And if, in fact, it has broken down quite a bit at different times. Right.
Yeah.
So this is the reason why I go into health and wellness right now, to build up on teach people to build up on immunity such that we can run longer. Because it's never sustainable to push the body to such a limit. Because I
Yeah.
used to fly around a lot. Like I literally sleep on the plane. The next day, I wake up, I start my sessions, right?
Yeah.
And I go back to the hotel. That's where I regain my energy. I have to go back to the hotel and regain my energy. And as much as I can, I don't go for a lot of social activities. I know leaders, sometimes we have to do business networking, but as much as I can, I don't do that. With a team, if I can, after I rested, then I will go like have a light dinner with them rather than to party and to drink alcohol to make sure that I ruin my body.
Yeah.
So the key thing about energy is, yeah, the leaders need to start to have a really healthy energy. I think
Yeah.
just start with habits, for example. If you realize the really healthy leaders, what they will do is they wake up at like 4 5 a.m., they will
Yeah.
meditate. Then after that, they will maybe read a book, have their cup of coffee, maybe go and do their workout before they step into the office at about 8 a.m. And that's where the energy comes in. This kind of routine, whichever works for you, not everybody needs to work out. Like some of you say, I'm not a workout type, right?
Yeah.
Some
But
of you
you
are,
can walk, still can
oh,
walk, do
yes,
some stretching,
yes,
anything that give you a little bit of flow. But
yes,
again, I still think you need to exercise
not that, or
mushroom.
run. No, it doesn't need to be that way. It can be like a simple stretch or a yoga. Yes, right. Whichever that works for you. Okay. So this is where you get the energy, and that energy will flow into the team, and the team will know that the leader is leading a healthy lifestyle. And that's
Yeah.
where the whole company, the energy will be great. Like, my previous company, all the leaders are really healthy, don't really smoke or drink. Most of the team members that we employ, frankly speaking, they don't really smoke as well. Maybe one or two out of the 100, okay, that they smoke. So most of us don't really also take smoking, tobacco, and so on.
Yeah. If you love what you've been watching, if you love all the content that we share with you guys, and if you love whatever video and topic that we share with you guys, don't forget to
Like, subscribe, and we are all in the YouTube, socials like Insta, FB, TikTok, and remember to watch out for our next video.
bye.